you're going to build a business, know it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2%er Show, the real-time, real talk of the journey in business. So, covering a few things today, the Dow futures dropped 800 points. This is just the start of everything. This is exactly what Bobby and I were saying. If you listen to the last podcast, what we were talking about, the video, the coronavirus conspiracy, economic collapse, is it fact? Is it fiction? Will there be an economic collapse? All these things are in play, folks. And if you're out there thinking about your future, what you're going to do for money, what are you going to do for sustaining yourself, I got good news for you. All right. When everything is falling like this and everything looks bad, you have to understand that you have to prepare yourself to do the opposite. Do the complete opposite of what they're saying in the news, in the media, articles, because when things are falling like this, that means that the losers are losing and the winners are ready to play. And what I mean by that is that, again, if you were listening to the last podcast, as you can see, the stock market is starting to, be a little volatile. It is what it is with that, More news. Ford, General Motors, Chrysler shutting down factories amid coronavirus. There you go. People are going to start losing jobs at some point. Most likely within the next month, I would say you would hear news about that. I know there are people locally that are already being laid off right here in Jersey. And it's sad. It's sad. They most likely didn't prepare for things like this. They weren't doing something on the side. They weren't doing a side income, a side business. And it's just really sad to see that folks are really going to get hurt by all this. But those of you out there, again, the 2%ers, the folks that are thinking outside of the box, the 2% of the population that thinks like a business person, now is the time for you to get serious, start playing the game. So when people are being laid off, companies are making the moves they have to make to sustain themselves so they continue on. But what I find is you're going to see the companies, laying off people so they can keep running, keep doing business. And then later on, what you'll see is something like this. Should the Fed lend directly to businesses? Now, I would say I would be okay with that if that was a small business. If it was the mom and pop store, if it was your local business, your local bakery, barbershop, you name it. But usually it's not. It's usually some of those big corporations. And it's sad to see that that's the way things work. The people at the top are just doing favors for each other. And it's capitalism. It really is that. Crony capitalism, you may say, sure. But it is business. It is capitalism. Winners will win, losers will lose. If you don't understand the rules to the game of capitalism, you're going to lose. And many people say that it's rigged. Yeah, it may be rigged. And that's because you're not taught these things in school. So how do you make moves? How do you make the right decisions? Well, start learning, start growing. Stop watching things that don't really bring you value. I mean, sure, you need to laugh here and there. That's fine. You got to be entertained a little bit, but try to spend more time in growing yourself. The education is out there, folks. It's just shifting through the information, educating yourself. We'll be putting out content, Bobby and I, with the 2%er marketer. We'll be putting out a lot of content just to get you in the better mindset. A lot of folks ask us about marketing. Why marketing? Marketing puts us in the middle of all businesses. And as you heard from our podcast episode, it's all about buying and selling. It's all about buying and selling. Marketing really is just the piece of the business or any business that is looking to convince you to buy something. There's always opportunity. It's really that simple. You just have to start thinking in a different way.
Ain't that something?